Okay, got a phone call. Don't know if anybody came in, but I was choosing dessert. So I thought I'd just do a quick live. It's Friday. People are busy. So I'm just going to wait a minute or two here. I think there's a few sales going on today. So, but I thought I'd record this anyway. Hi everybody. Don't know who's out there, but I thought I'd do a quick live. I know a lot of people have sales tonight, and also have some friends doing a sale out of California tonight, and I just wanted to show a few of the things that I got the last times that I did a sale. Hi Jenny. Hi Preston. Thank you. Hope you're doing all right. I see quite a few people coming in. That's fantastic. Ottawa, Canada. Welcome. I'm not from Canada. I did have the monarchy going in my life at one point. Maybe you can tell by the voice. Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick show and tell. These are some pieces that I got from LapidaryDave maybe a month or two ago. And then I also have some other pieces in here that I got from LapidaryDave and Don Dupuis. Don Dupuis is... Hey Preston, welcome from Australia. So we got all the monarchy in today. I'm thinking about going back and becoming the Duke of Sussex and just taking that back for ourselves. That's a whole different story. But yeah, Don Dupuis is the president of Diamond Pacific, so Genies, Titans, Pixies, and all the Diamond Pacific manufacturing that they do. In the last year or two, he has been selling off a lot of his collection and things that he has out in his warehouse and his store. And they are doing a sale later on tonight, so if you want to join that, I think if you go to Lapidary Dave's channel, they have a live sale going on tonight at 5:30 Eastern, which would be 8:30 Pacific time, and they will be doing a sale out of Barstow, California. Really great stuff. This is some I just got from Lapidary Dave about a month ago, and just thought I'd show some of it. It's really gorgeous stuff, and it helped him get out for his trip. So not going to be on long. I've actually been up pine trees and oak trees and sycamore trees all day. We're getting ready for storm season, and hey Jenny B. And I wanted to get some branches out of the trees before they decide to come down on us. So this is Nakazari, and it's gorgeous. So even the quartz looking part here, I don't know if you can see, that quartz actually has a bit of pyrite in it too. So yeah, these are just fantastic pieces. Nakazari. Don't get this kind of quality in this dark blue that much anymore. You'll probably see a lot of it advertised. Sort of has more of a blue turquoise color to it, but I don't know if you can see the pyrite in there. It's absolutely fantastic. Dave does an amazing job. Hi Betty, welcome. And this is Dave's new backing. It's like I think he put some copper powder in with some JB Weld somehow, and like do the back. It's not stabilized, but it does help it, along its life. Hi Tammy. So That's two of those. Let's get another third piece here. Where we go. Hope everybody can hear me okay. This is my favorite. So these pieces are pretty large. I think we're talking about, so that's over 1 inch wide and about 1 1/3 inches. But look at that. I can't wait to put this into something. I haven't really started silversmithing. I've done one piece, but I'm looking forward to it. And I've been watching Jenny B. If you see Jen B up there in the chat, go to her channel and subscribe. She does some great work, and she's been doing some great work for some other content YouTube players, like Tanya over at Jewelry Addiction. So that's just, I can't wait to get to that one. That's 3 of the pieces, and as you can see, I lose pieces really quick. So let's just do that. These are some pieces that came off of Dave's floor, basically. It's actually some green Kingman, and at this point it's just been backed, and I don't think the backing took too well. So this is a future project. You're welcome. Still getting used to talking to my phone. Normally when I'm watching people, I put in the chat and I assume they hear me and I talk back to them, and but when you're live you don't get that. So he put some sort of star bond on there to stabilize it, but this JB Weld didn't really stick very well, so I'm actually going to end up, if I can do it, I want to rip the back off. Hey, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to redo this, and I'm going to do a test on this just to see if it'll even polish. Because if it'll polish, then I'll leave it this way. I'll put on some new JB Weld on the back. If not, I do have a vacuum, and I will try and stabilize this a little bit more with some cactus juice. Don't know if anybody's ever worked with cactus juice. It works pretty well. You just sort of suckle the bubbles out of the rock, and then when you turn the vacuum back on, all the liquid that you have around it goes back into those empty spaces. And then you take it out, you stick it in a little toaster oven, and it solidifies inside the stone and just stabilizes the stone. So these are 2 futures that we're going to do. Looking forward to doing that. What else did we get? Do you want to see Persian first, or Iranian turquoise, or some of the Andamuka opal? Let's do, I don't know which one to do. They're both great. Let's do this one. This is a chunker of piece of Persian, well, they're called Persian, but I assume it's probably Iranian turquoise. Again, been backed on the back with some JB Weld. Are you ready for this? Look at that. This is really special. So let's pyrite throughout the stone, and those blues, exactly, Ellie, I know. Like, I'm not super happy with the shape, and I'm wondering if I should take that little piece off there, and we just leave it the way it is. So that one's pretty big. That one's almost, well, it's pretty much 1 3/4 inches by a full inch, over 1 inch. So that's going to be fun to set. You can almost see the phone in that pyrite. Isn't that great? Hi, Wanda and Steve. So yeah, as I was saying at the beginning, so this is Lapidary Dave's. This helped him get out to California with his mum, I mean grandmum, Lynn. and they went out to Diamond Pacific in Boston, California, and they have a live sale going on tonight. It's going to be at 5:30 Pacific time, so 8:30 Eastern. It's going to be on Lapidary Dave's channel, and it's going to be Dave, Don Dupuis from Diamond Pacific, and also Ray Costello, who also, I saw some of his slabs that he's going to be putting up. So he's got slabs, rough, cabs, turquoise rough. Should be interesting. I'm trying not to buy anything myself, but I can't make any promises. And then let's have a look at this one. So this, I got such a bargain on this. So this is Andamuka opal. It's hard to see. Let's see if I'm going to turn the light off, see if that helps. Add a little bit. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this to you or not. There you go. Well, you got some of it there. You get the flash going on. And it's actually black down this side. Here comes some light. Mind your eyes. Let's see if we can get, there we go. Some better flash in there. So this is Andamuka. It's not concrete, it's smoother than concrete. And it's been treated with probably like a sugar water. The sugar water gets cooked in there, and that's what turns it black. And then they use like a sulfuric acid to completely turn it black, and it just brings the color out. So it's sort of treated, but it's really not enhancing the opal itself. So really it just starts off like this. So that's a piece that hasn't been treated, but in a close-up you can see some color, and that's a piece that's been treated. And I'm not sure yet. I might leave it like that, and I might go in and try and turn the stone a little bit, and maybe even cut it in two. I can hear the screams. Look at that. So yeah, here's another piece that's been treated. Yeah, I got this at a super special price from Dave. So the other thing they're going to be doing tonight, if you're into any sort of cutting or lapidary or just want to give it a try, I think they're going to be doing some boxes of rough with California material. So Katie's Mountain, maybe some crayon jasper, but it was mostly jaspers and some moss agates. So I'm going to put this away real quick, and I'm going to flip this box. Then we'll take a look at the pieces I got from Don Dupuis the last sale. And I think that's going to be it. So shouldn't be long. Oh, see, almost lost a piece of opal. That's the blues. I think Andamuka was one of the first opals they found, but they didn't figure out how to treat it until later on. You do get crystal opal there, you do get black opal there. You get something that is called concrete, which is more like a sandstone, so it's a little harder to work with. And so I have everything. I was looking for that bag all night last night. What else? So we're going to go on to the box. Let's have a look at the box. Oh, this was another piece I got from Dave. I don't know if it'll show up, but maybe. He thought it was Cooper PD. I actually think it's a Spencer opal. It did have a little flash going through, going through in here. I'll cut that up another time. And then these were the pieces I got from, well, one I got a rough box the last time, which I cut up. And then these pieces I bought. This is some of what they're going to be selling tonight. This is actually a California turquoise. It is from Barstow. Hey, Jen, go ahead, buy him the machines. And I started off with honestly a rotary tool, the cheap rotary tools from Harbor Freight, and some Nova bits from what is it, Cutting Edge, and that's what I started with. And I got 6 different bits, some of the sintered bits, and started working on opal first. And then I was lucky enough to come across an old genie, and yeah, I've been working on that for about 3 years now. So yeah, this is Barstow opal. It has several different names. Occasionally I've heard it called Tiffany opal. But it used to be mined, and then I'm not sure when, sometime probably in the 70s, I think. Don Dupuis has the whole story on it, from Diamond Pacific, and he got most of his stuff from his dad and his grandmother. But they actually ended up turning it into a bombing range out in California back in maybe the 60s or 70s, so then nobody was allowed to go out there and mine anymore. This was a piece that came, I believe his name is Mr. Lamb, out of Arizona. And Dave gets a lot of Hubei out of there. This is probably Cloud Mountain, but he also gets Hubei, and I love this piece. How much did we pay? Yeah, you see, I know. Oh, I'm right. Yep, Mr. Lamb. That's $6 a carat. I did not pay $6 a carat. I did much better than that. And this one was really neat. I just liked this one. Nobody knew what it was. They called it a raspberry feather. If anybody wants to come up with it. Hey, Freeform, how you doing? Yeah, Freeform, I guess you'll probably be over at the sale tonight. I was telling everybody it's on at 5:30 Pacific time, and they're doing some boxes of rough that I think are $65 for a flat rate box, and they usually stuff them pretty large. And then they also have some slabs. They've got some turquoise. So that's not what I paid at all. Yeah, Dave has a sale. Yeah. It's Dave, Don, and also Ray Costello bought a whole bunch of his own material in there as well. So it'll be interesting to watch. So that's that. And then this piece, I don't know if they'll show it tonight or not. It's a piece of Amori stone. Yeah, some of you may have heard the Dr. Amori story from back in the 50s or 60s, where he was taking, I forget which stones, but he was compressing them and making sort of an organic, anyway, it's a Amori stone. It's also called Victoria stone. There are a few, they make them into boules, so B-O-U-L. And it's almost like glass, but it's not glass because it is made with natural materials. So this was the piece I got. They had, I think it's 12 pieces maybe, all set into a box like this one. And they've been trying to sell the whole box for 2 years, I think for about $1,200 to $1,500, which I cannot afford. But yeah, this time they were nice enough to break off one of them for me, and this is the one that I chose. Look at that. It's just spectacular. So that's, yeah, Jenny, it's insane. Like, it's got chatoyance throughout the whole thing. The color was fantastic, and the reason I chose this one is I have quite a bit of Larimar, and this just blows any Larimar right out the door. So this one's going to stay with me. I do have some other pieces. I have some green, I have some yellow, I have another piece of blue, but nothing like this. So yeah, that's what I'm going to end with. So thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate it. Take the time, even if you don't buy anything, go watch the sale tonight. It'll be on Lapidary Dave's channel, 5:30 Pacific time, and hopefully I will show you some of these as I work on them, and we'll put some edited videos up. I've been trying to get an edited video up. I have an opal that I recut and came out spectacular. And hi, honey. And came out spectacular, but I backed it a little differently. So it's a long video. If you can't watch the whole thing, I totally understand, but please skip to the end just to see the results. It's going to end up being about an hour. And there's a few things that went well and a few things that went really badly. And the final outcome was, like I say, spectacular. So thanks for watching tonight. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate the support. And I will put this up on YouTube. And I look forward to showing some other stuff that we do. And I'm looking forward to showing you some silversmithing. I have some pieces and some great ideas. So thank you all very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great weekend. And we'll see you next time. So cheers now. There we go. Bye now. Everybody take care. You know what? We'll see you next time. And in the meantime, take care of each other. Most of all, take care of yourselves. Cheers.